Hey there, it's CJ Willie, and I'm back with another Magic the Gathering opening experience. I have in front of me an Outlaws of Thunder Junction pre-release kit. A couple of weeks ago, I attended the pre-release event, and I didn't do so well. The cards led me to a blue-red second spell per turn deck. I did 2 rounds with that deck, only won a single game. Was really disappointing. I switched to a white-blue deck and had the same result, 2 rounds and only won a single game. As it was, I got pounded by a white-green and black-green. So I'm hoping with this pre-release kit that I have some better luck when it comes to opening cards, that if I were using this kit in the pre-release event, I would do much better than what I did 2 weeks ago. Alright, taking a look at the outer art, it is Outlaws of Thunder Junction, Oko with some weird looking cowboy hat, and then his crew, Tiny Bones, Vraska, Oko, I think that's Kellen, or maybe Annie Flash, Kellen. On the back just kind of gives a maybe sci-fi western look. I don't know that I'm really getting the sci-fi western feel out of the set, but it has been a fun set to play so far. Go ahead and open this up. I like to save this outer art packaging, so I'm hoping that I can open this up without too much in the way of damage. Sometimes these open up really nice, like this one's appearing to do. Sometimes they don't. Okay, take a look at the inner art before I get right into the box. Got the poster, wanted poster for Oko. A little bit of info in there, like hot off the press. The big news subset cards, some punch outs. Wonder Elixir contains 5% real new Capenna Halo. Oh wow. Alright, enough with this outer box. Let's take a look at my pre-release kit. Alright, I don't want to spoil the promo card. I usually hold that to the very end. And toward the end, I'll also give away the arena code. I don't play arena, so I don't mind giving the code away. I think in my other pre-release kit I got the same colored die, light blue with some flecks in the black background. Let's get a number 7. No, a 12. And then it's got the instructional booklet. I'm not going to open that up. Helps you learn how to play sealed. And then the card divider. Set my pre-release kit box kind of off to the side there. I'll put the divider right up there. Keep it up there so I don't spoil anything fun. And get into cracking packs. I've been able to open on my channel a bundle and a couple of loose packs. So far I haven't pulled anything with tremendous value. So I'm hoping in this pre-release kit I get some really cool cards. If you did the pre-release event, tell me in the comment section how you did. Was it fun? Did you win? Did you get some good pulls? Alright, Outlaws Fury. Cactarantula. This is a pretty good green common. Mourner Surprise. Oasis Gardener. Jailbreak Scheme. Mirage Mesa. Alright, into the uncommons, so I guess I'll do my common pile right there. Hollow Marauder. Getaway Glamour with the Spree mechanic. Sheriff of Safe Passage. A lot of white in this pack, so I might have some strong pre-release. And then Akul the Unrepentant. So he's the dude that's got the really bad crew that's battling against Oko and his crew. This might be kind of a hard card to cast, but I am playing sealed, which is generally slower. And if I've got the right mana fixing, I could do it. And I'll put the values down at the bottom of any common, uncommon, token, art card, etc. that has a value over $1. And then every rare and mythic. I think when I was going over Akul, I spoiled my next card, which is a mythic from Special Guest. It's a desert. Goes along with the theme, but I don't know how much impact it has on sealed or even draft. And it looks like I have another mythic from hot off the press. Mindslaver. That's a pretty cool card. So this pack had 2 mythics and a rare. And then my foil is Spinewood's Paladin with an Abraded Bluffs. So a dual desert. It's common, enters tapped, but it deals 1 damage to my opponent. I believe they're calling these the crime lands. And then a pest token from Breaking News. Alright, I will set those over here. I think I want to put my foils so I can see them, so I'll set those right there. Alright, that was a little bit slow getting into pack 1. Let's get into these other 5 packs. What do you think about the extra 2 bonus sheets, the Breaking News and the Big Score? Does it help draft and sealed, or does it not? Alright, Bristlepack Sentry, Slickshot Vault Buster, Inventive Wingsmith, Prickly Pear, Snakeskin Veil, great card, reprint from Kaldheim, makes the green decks tick. Peerless Rope Master, Iriet's Lullaby, Make Your Own Luck is the first uncommon. Scalestorm Summoner, Bucolic Ranch, and the next rare is Roxanne Stalfar Savant. This is a pretty good rare. Green is a good color to be in. Black is a good color to be in. See where the rest of the rares go. Hopefully it tips me maybe into red-green. That wouldn't be too bad. Breaking News is Clear Shot. That's a good support card in green. Uncommon Foil, Rakish Crew. Set that there. A Foil Swamp, and then an art card of Savage Smash. Early on, not entirely sure which way this pre-release pack is taking me, but hopefully green will be part of it. Commons Quick Draw, Armored Armadillo, Reach for the Sky, Consuming Ashes, Daring Thunder Thief, Conduit Pylons. Onto the uncommons. Rakus Entertainer, Vile Smasher, Gleeful Grenadier. So that might be part of a black-red deck. Shifting Grift. 4 uncommons in this pack. Stubborn Burrow Fiend. And then the rare is One Last Job, so a white Spree Sorcery. White-green isn't bad to play. From Breaking News, Tyrant's Scorn. Uncommon Foil, Rise of the Varmints. Forlorn Flats, Desert Land, and a Dinosaur token. Alright, looks like tipping a little bit toward black-red. Corrupted Conviction, Geyser Drake, Bridled Bighorn, Mine Raider, Giant Beaver, Deadeye Duelist, Sterling Keykeeper. Onto the uncommons. My favorite color to play in sealed and draft is blue, but blue has been pretty weak. Beastbond Outcaster, Canyon Crab, I think this is a cool card in the set. Fleeting Reflection, and I have a land, Concealed Courtyard. So maybe makes it a little splashable from a black perspective to include white. And then I have a rare from Breaking News, Archive Trap. Foil, holy cow! That's a common. And then a swamp and an elemental token. Alright, just 2 more packs to go, and then I'll look at my pre-release promo. Okay, Clear Shot, Highway Robbery, Hard Bristle Bandit, Vault Plunderer, Steerling Supplier, Razzle Dazzler, Skullduggery, reprint from the Ixalan set. Onto the uncommons. Here's a good uncommon. Might tip my hand into red-green. Jolene Plundering Pugilist, Neutralize the Guards, Forsaken Miner, and a rare Colossal Rattleworm. Haven't been able to play with this card or have it played against me, but I think it's helping me go green, maybe green-red here. And then from the breaking news, Hypothesizzle with a foil Boneyard Desecrator at common and a Lonely Arroyo, that's a desert, with, I'm going to say this is Annie Joins Up. Yep. All right, final pack out of this pre-release kit. Oh, and then I just went, I went and spoiled the pre-release promo when I picked it up. So, Pitiless Carnage is my pre-release promo. It's a sorcery, black. I don't know that I really like this card this much, so that's kind of a poopy pre-release promo. I don't think it's going to have me go into black unless I'm able to pull off some sort of, sacrifice theme. But that's mainly in black-white. Okay, final pack. So now that I've spoiled the pre-release promo, I think green-red's where I want to be. Okay, Take the Fall, Fake Your Own Death, Take Up the Shield, Iron Fist Pulverizer, Dance of the Tumbleweeds, Discerning Peddler. Onto the uncommons. All right, get some good uncommons in red and green. Longhorn Sharpshooter. At Knife Point, it's black-red. Rise of the Varmints. This can be a pretty good card. My rare is Pitiless Carnage. Oh boy. 2 of them. That makes me very excited, as you can tell. Tell me in the comment section if you've had success using this card. I just don't really see much advantage, especially in limited. All right, behind it I have a Mythic, Hostile Investigator. That's from the Big Score. All right, maybe I might be red-black. I have another rare here from Breaking News, Endless Detour. So that has the band colors, green, white, blue. I don't know that I've got much in the way of support of playing that. And then a foil Outcaster Greenblade at uncommon, an island, and a stupid ad card that should be a token. All right, gonna go ahead, clean up this mess, come back with a deck tech, going over the deck I would have played if I were attending the pre-release event and using this kit instead of the other one that I did play during the pre-release event. Okay, I'm back with a deck that I would have played if I had used this pre-release kit 2 weeks ago instead of the other. Before I get into the deck tech, I'm going to crack open this pre-release promo of Seraphic Steed that I got from the other pre-release kit and share that arena code. So there'll be 2 codes I'll give away today, one now and one sometime during the deck tech. The arena code, first come, first serve. If you use this code, please indicate in the comments below so that others know that this code has been used. So I'll set that off to the side, pick up my Seraphic Steed, set that off to the side. All right, deck tech. So I went green-red. It's pretty obvious when I started going through the cards. Black-red was intriguing, but I just didn't have enough support in black. I didn't have enough creatures in both colors to even pull off the sacrifice theme. So I stuck with green-red. All right, the theme of green-red is going to be big creatures, get them up to power 4, and then I get some abilities. Bristlepack Sentry is one of those. For 2 mana, it's a 3/3 defender that just clogs up the ground game. But the minute that I've got a creature 4 or greater, I can attack with it. It's not bad. Hard Bristle Bandit, it's going to give me mana. I've got 1 card that I'm splashing, but I think being able to mana ramp into my bigger spells is going to help me win the game. Raucous Entertainer, Limited All-Star. I don't know how many games I've been beat down by this card. Pay an extra mana, and every creature that I have that enters the battlefield that turn is going to get a +1/+1 counter, feeding into my 4 power matters theme. Oasis Gardener is there for mana. Taps for 1 mana of any color. I needed to help me get quickly into my bigger creatures. Longhorn Sharpshooter. It's a creature that I may plot, I may not plot. It's a 3/3 with reach. If I'm facing a really tough flyer deck, it's going to help me hold the ground until I can get later in the game. Mine Raider, I like it because when it enters, if I've got another outlaw, which I do have a handful of outlaw, it's going to create a treasure token. I can use that treasure token. Prickly Pear is an interesting include. I'm including it because it puts out a 1/1 red mercenary creature that when I tap it, it's going to give an extra power boost to another creature, which can get me into the 4 power matters theme. Scalestorm Summoner is one of those 4 power payoffs. If I attack with it and another creature has power 4 or greater, I can put out a 3/1 dinosaur creature token. I'm hoping to be able to put out a couple of those, and through combat tricks, keep my Scalestorm Summoner around. Beastpaw Outcaster is a card I want to plot. I want to plot it early, and then I can play it when I've got a creature with power 4 or greater, draw a card, which card advantage is huge. Outcaster Greenblade, I'm going to be playing deserts. It also helps me get mana that I need for my 1 splash card, and it's going to grow for each desert I play. This card I really like in a green deck, especially with quite a few deserts. Jolene is a Punisher. Don't even have to attack with her. As long as I'm attacking with another creature with power 4 or greater, I'm going to create a treasure token. I can use that token to ramp. I can use that token just to ping 1 damage to any target. Another strong card in red-green. Giant Beaver is okay. It's a 4/4 Vigilance, and I really want the 4/4 because that's going to play into the theme. If I do saddle it, which I may, then I just get a buff to the creature that saddled Giant Beaver and hopefully get it up to 4. Now into my bigger threats. Colossal Rattleworm. I'm going to have a desert. For 4 mana, a 6/5 Trampler is no joke. And then if it dies, I can pay a couple of mana, exile it, and go grab a desert. Iron Fist Pulverizer. Only reason why this card's in here, it doesn't really fit into the theme, but it's a 4/5, so it's 4 power. It has reach. It's going to help me against some pesky flyer decks. Spinewood's Paladin, another card that I may plot, may not. I gain 3 life. It's a 5/4 Trampler, so it just helps me put away the game. Roxanne Starfall is one of the bombs. 5 mana, 4/3. When it enters or attacks, it creates a meteorite token that can either do 2 damage to any target or adds mana. And whenever I tap an artifact token for mana, it's going to produce 1 more of that color. Cactus Tarantula is the common mythic bomb, I think. I can get it out on turn 5 as a 6/5 reach. Whenever it's targeted by my opponent, I'm going to draw a card. So those are my creatures with a few of the bombs. I think the coolest card really is going to be my Roxanne. If I can get that out really quickly, hopefully on turn 4, or maybe I get lucky, turn 3, which I know is Christmas Land, it's going to take over the game. Spells, I'm just playing 6 spells. Dance of the Tumbleweeds allows me to go and get a basic land card or a desert, which plays off into my desert theme. Clear Shot is my only true removal. I didn't get any of the red removal. I didn't get any of the cheap green removal, but Clear Shot will do the trick. It buffs my creature, then it deals damage equal to its power. Quick Draw and Away is removal. Gives one of my creatures +1/+1 first strike, which I'm playing bigger creatures should take out my opponent on blocks. Outlaws Fury, maybe an overrun. I've got a number of trample creatures in there. It could be a game ender if I cast it and the blocks don't line up and I trample over for the excess damage. Snakeskin Veil is the all-star in this format for a single green mana, +1/+1 counter, and hexproof. So it's going to protect any of my bombs. I have plenty of ways to generate white mana. Take Up the Shield is a no-brainer. Puts a counter on the creature, and it gains lifelink and indestructible. I am playing a 41 card special with 18 lands. Some of those lands, which are going to be deserts, Mirage Mesa I think is phenomenal as a common desert. Does enter tap, but the format's a little bit slower. I can choose a color what I need at that moment. Green, red, or if I'm later in the game and I need white for my Take Up the Shield. Braided Bluffs basically is a mountain in my deck, but if I need it for the Take Up the Shield, I've got it. Conduit Pylons, enters the battlefield not tapped, which is nice, and I surveil 1. I do have to sink some mana into it to create mana of another color. I'm hoping not to use that, but it's a desert, so it'll help trigger the desert mini theme in my deck. And this special guest desert, I gotta play it. I know it taps for colorless. It doesn't necessarily help me in a pinch if it's one of the first couple of lands I draw. I do like the second ability that at the end of combat, I can tap it, deal 1 damage to one of my opponent's creatures. Based upon combat damage, this is the last amount of damage I need so that I can get rid of it. Then I'll throw into the deck even number of mountain and forest so I can run this deck, hopefully trampling over my opponent. Okay, before I end the video, I'm going to share this second arena code. So in this video, I shared 2 different arena codes. The first one was from the pre-release kit that I did at the event 2 weeks ago. The second one's going to be this pre-release kit with this poopy rare. Okay, here's the code. Once again, if you were the one that got this code, please put a comment below letting everyone know that you were able to get the second arena code. All right, well, that is my deck tech on my red-green beater deck where power 4 or greater matters. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did enjoy it, please like, subscribe, and share. Tell me in the comment section what you think about my pulls from this pre-release kit. Till next time when I'm back with another Magic the Gathering opening experience.